All right, let's dive into something pretty wild. We're talking about a new frontier where the super fast world of crypto trading meets artificial intelligence, and you can control it all just by talking.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Forget clicking through complicated charts or trying to write code. What if you could just tell your AI assistant what you want to do and it goes out and executes these complex financial trades for you? Well, that's exactly the powerful idea we're digging into today.
So, how in the world is this even possible? Well, it all comes down to two key pieces of technology working together. And we're going to start with the trading platform itself, which you'll see is built for just one thing: extreme performance. Okay, so Hyperliquid is not just another crypto exchange, it's an entire layer 1 blockchain. That means it's the actual foundation, the base layer of the network. And it was engineered from scratch specifically for finance. You can think of it like a specialized racetrack built only for the absolute fastest cars. And when I say fast, I mean it. Its core engine can process 200,000 orders every single second. That's the kind of high-frequency power that, until recently, you'd only find in the closed-off world of traditional centralized finance. It's just a massive amount of throughput. Now, for the second piece of this puzzle, something called an OpenClaw skill. And honestly, the easiest way to wrap your head around this is to think of it just like an app for your phone. You go to an app store, in this case it's a platform called ClawHub, you find a new ability you want your AI to have, and you install it. It's designed to be that straightforward. Okay, so we've got this incredibly fast financial blockchain on one side, and we've got a way to give our AI new apps on the other. The tool that connects these two very different worlds is called HyperLiquid-Claw. HyperLiquid-Claw is that critical bridge. It's the specific OpenClaw skill, the app, if you will, that you install to give your AI assistant a direct, secure line into the Hyperliquid exchange. It's almost like you're teaching your AI how to speak the language of high-speed, decentralized finance. So what can you actually do once you've made that connection? Well, it handles all the core stuff you'd expect. You can ask it to check on your portfolio, tell it to scan the entire market for trading signals like price momentum, obviously execute trades, and even manage complex things like your leverage. And you do all of this just by having a simple conversation. But the story here gets even more interesting. See, the tool we're actually talking about today is version 3. And the reason for this big update is pretty simple. They did a complete rewrite of the code from the ground up to get a massive, massive boost in performance. You see, the first couple of versions, which were built with JavaScript and Python, they worked, sure, but for a skill that needs to be running in the background 24/7, always ready to react in a split second, they were just too slow to start up, and they ate up way too much memory. And if you're running a dozen of these AI skins at once, that inefficiency really, really starts to hurt. Now, just look at this table. It shows the absolutely staggering difference that rewriting the whole thing in the Rust programming language made. Instead of needing Node.js and Python to run, it's now just a single, super efficient file. But, the really dramatic changes are the startup time and the memory usage. The memory usage just plummeted. We're talking from around 150 megabytes all the way down to just 8. That is an enormous reduction, which makes it incredibly lightweight and absolutely perfect for a tool that needs to be always on. And the startup time? Well, it went from a noticeable 2 to 3 second delay down to less than 50 milliseconds. That is, for all practical purposes, instantaneous. And look, this isn't just about convenience. In a crypto market that moves at the speed of light, a 3-second delay, that's an eternity. A 50 millisecond response time can literally be the difference between making a profit and taking a loss. The lag is just gone. So now that we've established we have this hyper-efficient, lightning-fast tool, what does it actually feel like to use it? What kind of things can you actually say to your AI? Well, you can start simple, right? Just ask for a quick status update. A really straightforward command like this gives you an instant snapshot of your account's health, your profit or loss. Or you can get a little more strategic. A command like this tells the AI to use its built-in logic to analyze the entire market and find assets that are making big moves. It's basically helping you spot opportunities that you might have totally missed otherwise. And of course, you can give it direct trading orders in plain English. This one right here tells the AI to execute a very specific trade. In this case, a long position, which is just a bet that the price of Solana is about to go up. Managing your open trades is just as easy. If you decide you want to take your profits or maybe cut a loss on a trade that's gone against you, you just tell it. The AI handles all the mechanics of executing that order on the exchange. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Giving an AI direct control over your money, well, it can sound a little scary, right? And the developers totally anticipated this. That's why they built in some really crucial safety features. They really took a layered defense-in-depth kind of approach. So by default, it runs in a read-only mode, where it can't trade at all, zero risk. If you enable trading, it has hard-coded limits to prevent what's called slippage. That's the nasty difference between the price you think you're getting and the price you actually get. It also warns you if you try to make a dangerously large trade, and it will never, ever automatically retry a failed trade. You can even go a step further and use an optional smart contract to enforce capital limits right there on the blockchain itself.
But it's also really important to be realistic here. The tool does come with a simple momentum-based strategy built in, but the creators are super clear that this is a brand new skill. The strategy itself is pretty basic, and yeah, it can definitely give you false signals. And this is the crucial part. There's no way to backtest strategies on old data. The moment you turn it on, you are running it live with real consequences.
Which really brings us to our final thought. An AI that can watch the markets 24/7, react in milliseconds, and execute incredibly complex trades just from a simple conversation, I mean, that is a profoundly powerful concept. And while tools like HyperLiquid-Claw are definitely still in their early days, they raise this huge, fascinating question. Are we getting a little glimpse of the very beginning of the future of finance?